Your host for the live stage.
I'm actually introducing my pal here because this is his last day doing this, and it's such a fucking bummer because he's the best host ever. So let me introduce Dave Solo.
This could be the best day of my life. I might not leave now.
This is sad.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. That was his idea, by the way, too.
I remember being so nervous fucking coming up here my first time, and now it's just like the most comfortable thing I do throughout the day. So,
Your first show ever. I remember Denver.
Yeah.
I was there. I was in the lobby. You came in.
I wasn't that nervous, but I was.
No. I'm just saying. I didn't. I just saw you, and I was like, oh shit, it's Dwight. And the first thing I did is I had my Lucille with me. I ran to photo ops, and I said, I need a picture with this guy.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I got you the crossbow from Skybound. I had Lucille. And it was a good day, man. It's great to have you here.
Thank you.
God, how amazing is this guy in the show right now?
Now they're all talking like me.
Right.
3 years, Jesus, tough crowd, man.
But I feel like the tides have turned.
A little bit, yeah.
And you will 100% believe that this guy is on our side.
Yes!
You guys are all lying right now. Because you all come up to my table and you're like, so are you like good or bad? But I guess if you believe it now, I'll take it. That's good.
Well, and I think one of the coolest parts of the show has always been, it's about perspective, and it's about shades of gray, and I think Dwight embodies that.
Yeah.
And what do you think that he has in him that's made him survive this long and survive well?
I mean, I think he's got a lot of stuff in him that's. I mean, because from the very beginning, he did not want to adjust to this world, and now that his wife is gone, I mean, like, I think to myself what I would do for my lady, if something like this, and I would fucking go to the end of the earth for her. So I think Dwight is on this kind of insane revenge mission, after he comes out of the house and makes the decision to go back and make all these bigger moves. I mean, he's like on a mission to get back with his wife. So I think love would be what he's got in there. Yeah. A lot of it, baby.
And speaking of love, I absolutely love and have loved the scenes with you and Stephen Ogg on screen. I've been waiting a long time for those,
Yeah, me too.
those scenes. So, you guys in real life are inseparable, as we found out. And on the show, I've just loved the dynamic. And one thing I've really been, happy with is Dwight's reluctancy to kind of trust that Simon really wants him out. So what's going through his head at that point? Does he believe Simon, or does he think he's trying to do like a double cross?
Yeah, I think the thing is that you can't really trust anyone in what they say until you see it getting done, or you see it in front of your eyes. And I also know that Simon is a bit of a firecracker, and he's a little unpredictable. And at this point, Dwight has a plan that he's like, it's so articulate, like everything that he's done is going in a certain direction. So if someone comes in and says, hey, let's do this, he has to think to himself, well, is it gonna fuck up everything that I've done? I mean, I'm going in between two gigantic communities, and if I make one wrong move, I'm dead, So he's got a lot to think about, if that makes sense. It makes sense. I don't know why people say that at the end of sentences all the time. It makes sense.
You can say whatever you want to say up there. But I think Dwight has been one of the most impressive, game players in the history of the show. I think he's done it really, really well, and it's really cool to see.
Cool.
And the cool thing, I was thinking about before you came up here today, that you've gotten to act with a lot of folks, and not everybody gets to do that on the show.
Yeah.
So, like, who's your favorite group to act with?
Man, I've only acted with. Well, I don't know. I mean, I guess every situation I'm in, whether it's the Alexandrians or the Sanctuary. It's always like I'm convincing them to do this, or I'm convincing them to do this. So they're always really fun, like emotional, juicy scenes. And when I got to act with Andy that one time in the jail cell, that was a fucking blast. Because I've wanted to act with him for so long. But I guess I think the Sanctuary outweighs the Alexandrians for me, because everything's so intense over there, and people are just a little more sketchy. I don't know. I like the Sanctuary.
Like the sketchiness of it all.
Yeah, and I just like the scenes that I have there are always great, and especially in episode 15 tonight, there's some really, really awesome stuff that I'm excited for you guys to see. It's cool.
I've actually seen the episode already because we had to do Walker Stalkers early, and if I spoiled something, I would get fired before I could quit today. And it is an amazing episode. This is what we needed.
Yeah, I have to say the last 2 episodes of this season are, I think, my favorite episodes of the season. I mean, the last 2 are just fucking intense, man. There's a lot of really good acting and triumphant scenes. So, yeah.
We like that. And I'm excited that Fathom Events is doing the last episode of the season, the first episode of Fear in the Theater.
I know, that's so fucking cool.
Yeah, that is great.
And I heard Fear is supposed to be like really good.
Last season was phenomenal, so yeah.
Really? I've seen a couple episodes of it. It's really, really good. So I'm excited to have the last episode of ours. And is that just in AMC theaters?
I don't know if it's just AMC. Fathom Events puts it on, so it might be.
Okay.
Yeah, but I think it looks fantastic. I think it's super cool.
That's cool. That's really cool.
To see, go see your
double dose of The Walking Dead.
Right. We can never get enough, right? You never get enough of The Walking Dead. And that's a good point too. Is this show is approaching 9 seasons.
Yeah.
But yet, look at this turnout. Look at these folks, and I think it's phenomenal. So, what do you think is that push? What do you think gives it that lasting power?
Well, first off, nothing ever really gets resolved, so for like 9 years. So people are just like, I think, waiting, like, oh, maybe next season, or no. And also, I mean, it's it's such a fucking good show, and I love that you can, like, even when I watch it, I'm like, wow, what would I do in that situation, and it's a peek into the human soul, the happiest parts and the darkest parts of the human soul. So I mean, I think that's why people watch it,
And it's such a departure from the books now, and I see there are some things that are hanging around, like Dwight shot Tara with what we assume is a clean bolt,
right.
Which is good, and that's obviously a nod to what happened in the books. And I'm just, for my comic book fans, where you at? I hope they stay pretty true to Dwight's story from the books. I'd like to see some of that.
I do too, man. I mean, he's got an awesome character arc and a journey. And I didn't even know that when I first signed on, and then I started reading, and I've Scott. I've talked to him a bunch, and it's just so cool, man. Like, I love his trajectory.
Sometimes the best leaders are the reluctant leaders,
Yeah,
I think he's a good leader. He's a good dude. We should all get behind Dwight, because I think he's good.
That's right.
That's what I think. Fucking right. So before I let you go, one more time I'm going to throw these zombie apocalypse questions at you.
Okay,
Are you ready?
let's do it.
Let's see what happens here. Zombie apocalypse breaks out tomorrow. What's the first thing you're going to do?
Eat some breakfast tacos.
Yes.
Before I get killed.
Yeah, fair enough. You need the energy.
Yeah.
All right. So after your tacos,
I'm just trying to go with a different.
no, I love it. It's good. I love that. What's going to be your weapon of choice after your tacos?
A longhorn.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I can just ride on a longhorn and just plows on this. Fucking big lasso, longhorn. Yeah. I'm going with that.
Can one of these artists paint that, please? Can somebody paint Austin on a longhorn in the zombie apocalypse?
Yeah, it'd be good, man.
I need that. Would you hang it in your home?
What's up?
Would you hang that in your home if we had someone paint it?
Oh, 100%.
Fair enough. Michonne had 2 pets that she carried around on chains. And you have to create 2 pets of your own from people, famous, not famous, alive, dead. Who are you gonna make walkers and carry them around on chains in the zombie apocalypse?
So it'd have to, yeah, the pets have to be people that you don't like, because you wouldn't
Sure.
put someone you like into that
Right.
situation. Okay. All right. 2 people. I mean, fuck, man. I guess 2 Stephen Oggs would be pretty fun. That'd be some rabid pets, you know?
Could the world handle 2 Stephen Oggs?
Probably not. I think one of the Stephen Oggs would just like disintegrate into a million pieces.
You
Just
could have like Simon and Trevor from GTA.
yeah,
Those
that
would
would
be
be
good.
fun.
Right. So if you could hang out for a night, maybe play some pool, smoke a cigar, have a drink with any character you've ever played in your career, who would you want to hang out with?
Oh, with any character that
You've ever played in your life?
Oh man, fuck. Probably Nesbitt from. I did a film called Everybody Wants Something, and that dude was really fun. He was just like a really bad gambler and a drinker, and was just ready to party all the time. And so I think, yeah, that guy seems like it would be a fun night. You know?
You think Dwight would be a downer if you hung out with Dwight for a night?
I think so. I think he'd just be like in the corner carving chess pieces. You're like, dude, come on, man. Like, stop drinking beer and carving chess pieces and being depressed.
And finally, I'm asking this of all of my friends here up on the stage this weekend. Selfishly, what advice do you have for somebody like me who's kind of closing a chapter in life, something that's comfortable and moving on to something brand new, kind of like the unknown?
That's a good question. Live the questions. Have you ever heard that before?
No, I haven't.
Live the questions?
No.
It's just live in the mystery of what's to come and
Nice.
have fun. Live the questions.
Nice.
That's what I got.
I like it. Well,
Yeah.
you know what? Over the years, it's been phenomenal.
Fucking
having you
have
up
fun.
here.
You only get one life, dude.
That's
Have
it.
a fucking blast. We're out of here super quick.
Yes.
Yes, we are.
We will miss you though.
I'll miss you, man. It's been a hell of a
It
ride.
sucks. It's been awesome, man. Thank you.
You and Steven were always a highlight of my weekend. Never dull moment, always a good time.
Oh.
Down to earth. If you haven't gone to his table, you need to. This guy is amazing. Go get the autographs, go get the selfies, and it's amazing how cool that this cast is. And
The best.
it's been a long ride, so I appreciate you.
Yeah, man.
As
Thank
always,
you
coming
so much.
first person to
Appreciate
ever
it.
introduce me up here, so thanks again for
Sweet,
that.
dude. Yeah, badass.
And
Yeah,
make sure
love
you
it.
go say hi. Watch tonight, watch Dwight tonight. Come on.
Yeah.